Hello, my name is Akashic April and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am an Akashic Records reader and trainer, an intuitive Reiki master, and it is my purpose to help intuitives cultivate their intuitive abilities so they can live an empowered life in this lifetime. Hi, all right, so today we are going to tune into the Akashic Records to see what the energy feels and looks like in 2023. We're going to go month to month. And what I'm going to do is first tune into the Akashic Records and then the collective's high self perspective. And I'll also be pulling tarot. All right, so just give me a second to tap in. All right, so January has this essence. So what I'm seeing is someone who is sitting on the couch with their fuzzy socks on, drinking tea, and just really basking and rejuvenating their energy with a smile on their face. And this is what I'm receiving, is it's important for you to feel like that in January, the essence of that. You know, really just don't push yourself too hard to try to do anything. Relax in being creative. I'm also seeing you picking up the phone and having a good conversation with friends, and then possibly opportunities just showing up for you. So you may notice we're not picking up anything about doing. January is not the month of doing. It's about relaxing and basking and being grateful for what you have. So what you can focus on is learning how to be present in this, this flow energy that you're in January. And relationships feel so good. I'm just seeing so many smiles on so many faces with friends, catching up with all of your friends, feeling very appreciative of them, and really getting to meet new people as well in the month of January. It is time to chill. So yeah, January is about the month of chill. Now there are opportunity energy lines coming in. And so I see these channels of opportunity coming in, but they don't feel fully complete or fully formed in January, but they feel like they're going to be happening later in the year. But you're going to feel them and feel inspired by them. So let me go ahead and see what your high self is doing with all that. Oh yeah. Having a good time. I'm just thinking it's important for you to celebrate life and have a good time, is what your high self is saying. Celebration, celebration, celebration. Celebrate all the little things that life has to offer you. I'm just going to see what we got here. And have strength. I pulled this strength card. Have strength in the presence. Sometimes it's really hard for us to just sit and be still. Especially when we have all these things that we could be doing. Yeah, but I'm picking up that the more that you have strength in your presence, strength card, the more that you will build power, you will feel the power just really amplifying. You're going to feel all of this energy just start to fill up your body, and you're going to start really heading into a new project or a similar project, but with a different perspective is what I'm getting. So let's go ahead and tune into the month of February. What does the month of February have to offer us? So the month of February, I'm getting be bold and flow in. So it feels like it's a little more active than January, but you may notice it feels fluid. So when you are doing something or you're putting goals in place, you're going to notice that you're going to feel more relaxed about doing things. Where in the past you may have felt like super hyper, super passionate. There's this like fluidity about you in the month of February in 2023 where you're like, okay, you know what, I got this. And there's a different tempo to it. it truly feels like you have more confidence and understanding that, you know, life is life, and your spirit loves to do all the things, rain or shine, and that every opportunity and experience is beautiful, but it's also not the only opportunity. So there's just this like less pressure that's coming in, and I hope that's making sense, but less pressure, but momentum, lots of momentum in your purpose and how you feel. I also got that you're gonna want to socialize a lot in February. I'm picking that up in March, April, and May as well, but February is going to start feeling like you want to get out and meet new people and create friendships and relationships. I'm picking up a lot of soulmate energy, meeting your soulmate or meeting soul family in February, and creating a new way of life, like really having a true and new perspective of what life really means to you. And I'm picking up this a lot, and it might be because of just people that I'm connected to and who I am, but it's not all about work. It's about work, family, friendships, balance, and your health and who you are, your perspectives. So it's learning, because now I'm getting into March. March is all about balancing act. It's a balancing act of all of those things: family, friendships, career, the whole thing. Like refining it, finding the balance, so you're not working all the time super hard and neglecting everything else, or not super plugged into just a relationship and not taking care of everything else. It's literally truly finding the balance. So I'm going to go ahead and sit up with the high self here and see what the collective high self is doing in February and March. So, it's just making me laugh because February, I'm just seeing like the high self of the collective just going out to a dance and just like literally like breaking it down and smiling, and opportunities are coming in, but it's kind of like, oh, thanks. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Wow, thanks. And it's not like, oh my God, thanks. Now I have to do this, this, and this. It's like, yeah, thanks. Wow. Okay, cool. So a lot different energy. 2022 had more of that angsty, oh, we got to get out and go and do it. And this year, it's more like, oh wow, I wasn't expecting that. Thank you, energy. It's more receptive. So let's see another thing about high self. I just want to see what the high self is doing with relationships. Cultivation. So lots of cultivating relationships. Your purpose and your relationships are extremely woven in with each other. So when you neglect one side of it, the other side of it falls too. That was the message that I was getting. So make sure that when you're cultivating work, you're cultivating relationships and vice versa. A lot of you are going to start to notice that you're creating these huge friend networks coming March, April, May. And they said anything that you label work is so much less effort when you find work in loving relationships. I'm going to go ahead and pull some tarot for those months that I just tapped into. And then I'm going to go into the month of April. Yeah, I'm so funny. Yeah, so February, it's all about forming. You're feeling like just the energy coming together, and I'm feeling the vibe of your purpose really being aligned with your relationships, and it has a lot to do with balance and fair trade. There's just like, to me, what it feels like is there's this like marketplace of friends, and you guys all help each other find your purpose. It's pretty wild. Also with family and also romantic partnerships as well. Yeah, okay. We're getting into the month of April. So let me go ahead and tune into the month of April. What does the month of April have to bring? Love, ceremony, communion, laughter, fun, expansion. April is the creation, the creator. I'm feeling just this abundant energy from April. Many of you are going to fully expand in your purpose in April. You're going to finally feel like it has arrived. And for some of you, if you do not feel that way, just know that you're pretty close. It's there. There's so many opportunities that begin to show their faces in April. And I'm just seeing your high self seeing all of them, like really visualizing and seeing all of them, like, okay, it's happening. So the biggest thing is just to keep make sure that everything remains in this balanced state. It also feels like May and April have the same energy with this. And do your best to take breaks when you need it, but then also listen to the energy when it tells you to go and do something. These 2 months may feel very fast, and I'm also picking up exploring. So traveling maybe in your April and May. Creature comforts. So a way to ground yourself when it's that busy, because it feels like it's going to be busy, is to just have some creature comforts. Like, one of my favorite things to do is to sit in front of a window and drink tea and take a second. So, creature comforts are really kind of a priority in those months. And I'm also seeing some of you are going to get really big breaks in those months as well. And this is just a general reading. Some of you may get big breaks in March, some of you June, but the majority of you feels like April and May. Opportunities for abundance. Yeah, I'm just picking up the Sun card and I'm going to throw it at your face. There you go. Just like it's all coming in now. And so you're watching this actually during the months of like, what are we supposed to do with this energy? The last couple of months, and so I'm going to go with like November and December of 2022, we're just kind of sitting here like, what are we doing? What's next? And we're not really getting any momentum. Well, the reason why is we needed to build energy, and that energy is coming in April and May. So just a heads up. And I'm also picking up that there are a lot of spirit babies in the air. And for those who are very intuitive and who are mediums, we have this ability to tune into energy. And there is a lot of baby souls that are ready to come in. So, because I keep pulling Page of Swords, Page of Cups, and it's just like there's babies everywhere. So be extra careful this year. But if you're expecting or want a baby, it feels like this is the year of the babies. Just a heads up on that. So also make sure that you're just staying centered. The month of April and May are very busy, very joyful also, and balanced. It does look very balanced. You're doing a very good job of keeping it balanced. I'm going to tune into the month of May just a little bit more. Go on vacation. There is please go on vacation energy. So I'm going to go ahead and tune into the month of June. What does the month of June have in store for us? Okay, so June has this energy of a little bit of confusion. Although you're putting all of these pieces together and it seems to all be working out, June, it might settle down just a little bit, and you might feel that while you're reflecting, you're like, am I doing this right? And it might just be an overanalyzation is what I'm feeling. But know that you are doing everything right, and do your best to not take the analyzation too seriously. It feels like it's a very mind energy coming in where it makes you think too much, or might be honing in on things and might be obsessing a little bit. But June, everything feels good. Like everything feels balanced. It feels like you're going to take another leap of faith into something, and that might be also scaring you a little bit. So just hang in there. You're like really on top of everything in June, but there's this sense of that you think that you're not, but you're totally in alignment, and things like, I'm just like, wow, it almost feels like you're on the top of a mountain, but you don't know you are. So let me go ahead and tune into your high self and see what's going on there. And by the way, just want to remind everyone, this is a general reading for the collective. So this is a collective energy I'm picking up on. So high self, collective energy. Your high self, the month of June, is trying to get your attention. I'm just like, yo, we're on top of the mountain. I'm just sitting here. Like this is the part where you get to sit and say thank you instead of worrying. So we got a little sass from the high self over there. But then I see your high self also pointing down at certain things, saying, hey, this is what's next, but we're sitting. We just accomplished something. We're gonna sit here and hang out for a little bit. And we also can see all the next things that are coming in. So what I'm picking up on is you may feel like you're gonna like, I have to go. I have to do all these things. Like I don't have that much time. But June is about staying focused and keep doing what you're doing. Even though you see all the next things coming in, just do your best to stay grounded in what you're doing. Because you're a badass right now. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and tune into the month of July. What does the month of July have in store for us? Reinvigoration, celebration. I'm getting the leap of faith. So it feels like a lot of you are taking a huge leap of faith in July. Opportunities come in. It's time to make a choice. It's time to make decisions in July. Big life decisions is what I'm picking up. July has a lot of next chapter energy, or also bringing in more energy into what you're already doing and creating a new chapter with what you're already doing. I don't know why I'm smiling so much. July feels so awesome. As a soul, I love when people just try new things and they're like, oh my God, I don't know. And I'm like, you can do it. Like, that's what it feels like. The energy is like, I just push you on a bicycle with no training wheels. Like, that's what the universe just did to you. So July has a little bit of that energy to it. Let me see what the relationships feel a little fiery, but also very like the development and who you are as a person in relationship. You're really coming a long way. There's a lot of introspection that's been happening in June, and you're coming into like this really like solid space within yourself. You're like, you know what? I got good relationships. You know what? I'm really good in relationships. So it feels like really nice there. And what you can focus on in July is just do your best when you're hopping into this new energy. You're like, it's just to be excited about it. Be really happy for yourself, like to be that you can even have that opportunity to do that. And you're going to have, God, so much luck and so many opportunities. Like July is huge. I feel like There's something I'm getting here. It's like all of the years that you spent having faith and nothing happening. It's like July is the month showing you thank you for having faith. So all right, I'm going to go ahead and go into the month of August. What does the month of August have in store for us? Growth, acceleration. Okay, a little chaos. I got the word chaos. Exploration. Yeah, so it feels a lot like, once you get into this, this thing, it may not be so easy all the time. There's a sense of just like learning something new and kind of being thrown into something, but like in a good way. It's in a good way. It's helping you grow and develop as a human. And, it's kind of like watching a kid just, make some mistakes and you kind of let them, and then they're like, oh, I get it now. It feels like that's kind of the energy of July, where you're like, oh, wasn't expecting that. Oh, maybe I should try this instead. The biggest thing is just allow yourself to experience the newness of what's happening to you. And don't think just because something isn't going the way that you think it should be going, to jump the gun and say, no, I'm not doing that. Or I'm out of here. Or, hey, I'm going to break up with you. It's time to learn something. So I'm getting the energy of like, stick it out, and get some new experiences under your belt as a soul. So your soul. So yeah, I'm just tuning into the high self now, and it's writing stuff down like, oh, we can add this to our plate. Yeah. And I picked up the Tower card. Just things are not exactly, they just, big change. Either you made like a big move, new career change, went to school. There's so many things that could happen with big change. New relationship. Maybe you moved in with somebody, or you moved to a different, I'm getting a lot of moves, if you haven't noticed. But now is not the time to jump ship when you get into this new thing. It's time to maybe get out of your head a little bit. Get your head out of the clouds and really experience what you're going through. This is really going to help you grow as a soul. All right, let's go ahead and go into the month of August. What does the month of August have in store for us? There you go. There is a little shift in August. So there is this like reset energy, and it's more of like resetting your mindset of the space that you're in and what you've created, and allowing yourself to evolve. So there's more of a surrendering energy in August. Oh. I'm going to go ahead and go into November, because August is like, or not November, sorry, we're going to go into September. Because August just feels like there is this like big surrender. And September feels like the same thing in a sense. It's like, oh, okay, we're good. And we're back in flow. Like, I don't know what that was. I felt like I just went on a roller coaster ride. So I'm going to go ahead and ask, and I'm going to collaborate the August and September energy together. Yeah, so there's surrender in August, and then September, it feels like the surrender goes into, exploration in a new way, fluid, flow, and kind of coming out of your shell again. It feels like because there was such a big change, there was a second where you had to acclimate and adjust. And now you're feeling inspired again to go out and explore and, try new things again. Again, this year, if anything, I feel like this year is about trying new things. Like that is the title of this year's energy. You may also know that your value systems are beginning to change a lot because this year feels more interpersonal and heart opening than last year. Last year was about purpose and doing. This is more interpersonal connections, heart opening, receptivity, staying centered, and watching yourself work in new energies that you have not allowed yourself to experience before. So let's go ahead and go into October. What does October have in store for us? The dream. I got the dream team. Oh, so some of you, the dream team, it feels like some of you in relationship are really just finding this solid balance in your relationship together. And I'm talking about romantic relationships right now. I'm just really excited for you. I feel like you're a power couple, and a lot of power couples coming in to make a big difference in the world, whether it be with work or creating new life. But it feels really inspiring, and know that your relationship is here to inspire others to find the same types of relationships that you are energetically showing these people. October is about fluctuation a little bit. It feels like there's kind of like this victory energy, like we did it. We're here. We're making it. It's happening. And I feel good about my life. And it feels like abundance has happened. It feels like your relationship, like everything to you now is feeling like, complete and beautiful. But there's these human tendencies that come in where it's like, but I don't want to let it go. Like I might like, I don't want this to go away. But just do your best to release those types of thoughts and energies and all the things. But I see October, I'm going to look at the high self, and it's really, really beautiful. As the high self, I usually just see one person, but I see two people holding hands. And so relationships really are going to be at a really beautiful peak in October. Lots of strength in that energy. I'm going to go ahead and tune into November and December together. What does November and December of 2023 have to offer us? I got peace and fulfillment. Man. So it's funny. I'm getting a message that November and December, for some people, those months are really hard. And for some people, it's a time of celebration. But the November and December of 2023 feels more of an appreciation, like having so much appreciation for everything that has occurred in the year and for the years to come. It feels like you are feeling the essence that you have built something so beautiful, and it was built from the heart, not from the mind. Not from what people thought you should do, not what you thought you saw yourself doing. And that includes everything. I'm not just talking about business. I'm talking about how you live your life fully in every aspect. And I feel that energy of fulfillment and just comfort. Instead of celebration or sadness, I feel appreciation. And I'm also getting explore your options and see what you really want. So lots of reflection in November and December. High self. Yeah, I see somebody picking up a gratitude list or reclaiming making gratitude lists again. And for some reason, I feel like a few of you are going to start getting pets. I was picking that energy up in October, but I kind of just let it go. But now I see you petting the dog. But what I'm getting is that maybe people are going to get a furry companion or a bird or a pet, and it's going to be a really beautiful connection for you if you've been thinking about getting an animal. And I see you really hanging out with that animal and just being very appreciative that it's by your side in November and December. Yeah. And it's like, why do I need a whole new me for next year? I love me. There's a really beautiful completeness to who you are as a person. Collectively, this is the collective reading, but I just love it. You know what's really fun about collective readings is, you know, I believe in the law of oneness. I think my dad would kill me if I said that. But I believe in the law of oneness. And when you put all of our energies together, I see this one being that that symbolizes us as a collective. And we're all very different, but we truly are all kind of the same. And so it's really beautiful to do a collective reading and to see that that is the collective energy for November and December of 2023. It just makes me really happy to see everyone in that energy. Babies. All right. If you enjoyed this reading, please like and subscribe. And if you are interested in learning how to tap into the Akashic Records, or you would like a reading, go to aprilcurry.com. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and close the records. All right, have a good one. Love you. Bye.